Hello, my name's Eddie Parrish. I'm with Edison Lighting Supply. Thank you for visiting EdisonLightingSupply.com. Today we're here to discuss retrofitting a T12 8-foot single pin fixture or an HO fixture over to an LED AC direct current fixture. Okay, so let's begin. The first thing that we suggest you do is contact a licensed electrician for the installation of this project. So let's go ahead and go through the materials that you'll be needing for this project. We have a retrofit kit here, which is set up for an 8-foot channel fixture. We have our wire nuts, flathead screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, wire cutters, and just some typical pliers and some wire strippers to strip the wire back, as well as a nut driver to install your retrofit kit, a wire connector coming in to hold the main wire coming in from the power source. So let's go ahead and grab our pliers here, and every fixture is a little bit different. These do have these housing connectors here. So anyway, let's go ahead and pull these out. These housing connectors, or actually we'll just pull this housing cover off like this, like so. And that way it'll expose the interior of the lighting fixture. Okay, so what we'll do now is grab our flathead screwdriver, and we're going to come down here to one of the ends, and we're going to go ahead and get rid of these single pin connections. You got to put a little elbow grease into them, and then that way they're loose. And now we'll go down to the other end. So now, after we pulled off the ends, let's go ahead and cut the wires away. And we will then unscrew the ballast from the casing of the fixture. Okay, after we grab our nut driver, and then generally it's just a nut driving screw that holds this ballast in place, and then we'll detach this ballast out of the fixture. And now what we have is just an empty shell and casing for the 8-foot long channel fixture. Okay, so the retrofit includes easy installation instructions, self-tapping metal screws, that way they will self-tap into the casing of this 8-foot channel fixture, as well as the end pieces, which can be formed to go right over the casing of the fixture. So we have the one end piece here, the centerpiece here, as well as the other end piece for the opposing end. So we'll go ahead and remove this centerpiece as well. And that way it'll allow space for this other centerpiece to go right here. So in doing so, wiring wise, I left this ballast out because we have extra wire here. And what we can do here is cut this wire, because we will need to use wire for power source coming into the main power from the socket. Also, we need to make jumper wires. So I'll go ahead and cut these out. Strip them down, each end. Doesn't matter which color you use. I just picked white and black because obviously the white and black coming off the main power source. You can use red and blue, green and yellow, whatever is available. Generally, you're going to use wire that's 18 to 20 gauge wire. And this is probably 18 gauge wire here that we're dealing with, but 20 gauge will work as well, we have found. Okay. Alright, so the jumper wires, due to the fact that we're going to run four 4-foot bulbs, we have, this is a tandem T8 LED tube fixture. Okay, so tandem meaning in a row. So there's going to be 4 bulbs versus 2 8-foot runs of bulbs. So we're going to need to create power over to this other side coming through here. So that's why we cut these little jumper wires. So we're going to just put these right down in these little holes right here. And that way the power will jump from one side over the other. That way we don't have long power wires coming out of both sides. White. To the white. And we're going to do the same. We did black here, white over on this side, because those are 2 different sides of the tombstone. So we're going to come back over here on this side as well. We're going to go, we're going to do white on this side, and which will be fine. And then we're going to do black on this side. As you can see here, there are 2 ports for wires. 4 on each tombstone. So that means what we'll do now is cut down these wires, and these will be our main power wires coming in. Generally we cut these wires right here probably 3 to 4 inches per jumper. So that'll allow you plenty of room. It's better to have more than less, especially when you're dealing with electrical wire. So now let's get on to this main power wire here. So we're going to kind of try and even these up, because once again we have to do the same thing, and these are going to be the main wires that the power is going to be wire tied into, coming into the fixture to get the fixture to fire. Okay, so now that we have black and white, so we're going to go right over here on the white side next to the white wire and push that into that wire holder, and then we will run a black wire right here into that side, corresponding with this black wire. Okay, over here on the same side, same deal. White to white, white next to white, and black next to black. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's it for wiring up the center section. Now we'll move down to the ends. Okay, before we get started, putting the end caps on this channel 8-foot fixture, let's go ahead and clean away all the old hardware, the connectors, and replace them with new connectors, since we're totally rehabbing the fixture. So I've removed this old connector. Nothing wrong with it, but anyway, it's always nice to put on new hardware once again. I have a new connector here, so go ahead and install this. New hardware is cleaner. It gives a better look and a better presence to the fixture. So let's go ahead and screw this connector on here. Take some pliers. Reach over here and grab another set of pliers. Buckle down on this. That should be good there, nice and tight. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to take our end cap here. This is the end that will just hold the tubes in place. Everything is going to set right down here, nice and neat and snug right here on the ends. Okay. All right, we're going to take our self-tapping screw. We're just going to come right into here. And voila, we've got that side attached. Now for the opposing side. Okay, now we're here at the other end of the fixture. Same process. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and install the centerpiece on this 8-foot channel fixture. A lot of people aren't going to have the ability to pull the fixture down like we have it here today and work on it on a workbench or a table. So the reason I grabbed this Sharpie here, because a lot of these fixtures are hung, and you can do this retrofit application with a hung fixture. Just make sure the power's off first. So anyway, what we do here is I go ahead and set the centerpiece. And I've got my AC LED tubes here. What I like to do is go ahead and just set a couple here in the socket. And that way to adjust specifically how much space I'm going to need between the center part here and this end, as well as everything should measure out just fine on the opposing end. Okay, so I set both of these. Okay. Now, the reason I grabbed this Sharpie is once this is done, go ahead and make a little line right across here, you know, and that way we know where to set this if we have to get up and down the ladder and we're doing a hung fixture retrofit installation. So I'll go ahead and take the bulb, these bulbs out here. Also, it moves around when you pull the bulbs out. Okay, so I know I'm good right there. So go ahead and grab my screw gun here, self-tapping nut, just like the other ends, and we're going to install ends. Okay. Centerpiece here. Got that end in there. And the beauty of these retrofit kits, you have a long slot here, so you can adjust it if you need to slide it down a pinch, because things do shift around during installation. Just untighten it a little bit. And you should be good right there. So now that we have our ends and our centerpiece put together, we're ready to bring a main power source in through the wire connector down at the end that we installed earlier. Once again, please use good quality cable, wiring, as well as stripping the ends. Once again, please consult with a licensed electrician and for the installation of this, it is recommended. So anyway, here we go. We're going to take these ends here. I'm just going to slide them through our connector. And there on the end, feed it through. Matter of fact, I need to loosen it up a little bit. Okay. Should be good there. All right. Slide this guy all the way down here. Okay. So we've got plenty of room to work here. All right. Now, I have our ground wire here, and grab the wire, the nut that came and held the ballast over here. We're going to use that same nut to hold our ground wire in place here. Okay, so let's grab our nut driver. And over here. Let's go ahead and get that in place. This fixture is grounded. Alright, now, whoops. Okay, we have our wire nuts here for our black wire. We're going to take all the black wires here from our retrofit and bring these together. These guys together just like so. Okay. Alright, nice and tight. We have our white wire here. Let's go ahead and nice and neat. Okay, so now we have the white, black, and ground all set inside. All the power is running to these 4 tombstone ends. Okay. Make sure too, once you run the wire through, tighten down your connector. That way it's not going to pull your connection apart during installation or moving the fixture from place to place. Okay, so we're going to reinstall our top panels here. So once again, we have our clips. We're going to go ahead and insert those. Twist on those. Now, as you know, with our retrofit kit, we have a couple of extra self-tapping screws. Not all end pieces and not all fixtures are alike. So we're going to have to take one of these self-tapping screws and we'll go right into this plate just to hold this end in place. So we'll grab our drill here. Go ahead and just pop that just like that. And now this side is totally sealed and done. Let's go over here to this other side. Clip in. Like so to lock it in. Slide it down. like that. Now we're ready to install our LED bulbs. Now, since we're running an AC current, meaning a direct current from the power supply down here at the other end to these tombstones, these AC ballast bypass LED tubes, the AC end needs to be on the power end. So we're just going to go ahead and install all the tubes now. With the AC end once again pointing at the power source area of the fixture. Now that we're done with the full installation process of the fixture, one last thing, let's see if it works. Voila. So folks, let me tell you a little bit about this tube from Edison lighting supply. Each tube draws 22 watts of direct power, as you have seen, and it's been displayed to you through this installation process. Your typical T12 8-foot single pin tube draws 70 watts of power. So therefore we are, with this product and with this solution, we're going to cut easily over a third of your energy usage per tube per fixture. Thanks for joining us today on this how-to video on retrofitting a 8-foot single pin or high output T12 fixture. Look forward to seeing you more how-to videos in the very near future. Please visit our website at www.edisonlightingsupply.com. Thank you. Have a good day.